Okay. You've seen him on HBO, also in House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. Please give it up for comedian Mr. Eddie Clark.
How you doing? Isn't it cool, man? We're out here on the cruise, and it's all good. And this is my first time on this ship, but I'd be perfectly honest with you, there's a couple things that are different in my cabin that's different from home. Like the toilets. Has anyone noticed a suction on them toilets? I'm here to tell you right now, like when you get up in the toilet after flushing, you should not have a hickey. I'm just saying, right? I'm not saying the toilet suction is so tough, folks, but I'll tell you like this. I flushed the toilet, blacked out, woke up in the pool in the upper deck. It just wasn't right. There are a lot of kids on board. I couldn't help but notice when I was upstairs and I was having lunch, and I want to tell y'all right now, some of your kids are bad. I'm telling you, it's some crazy stuff. This is the actual thing I saw because things have changed so much since I grew up. It's like, I actually saw this upstairs. There's a kid, he's sitting down with his parents and they're having something to eat. And the father looks and says, "Now, Johnny, I want you to eat your vegetables." He goes, "I don't want to." I said, "Johnny, I want you to eat your vegetables." He goes, "I don't want to." I said, "Johnny, I'm not going to tell you again. Eat your vegetables." He goes, "I don't want to." Then he picks up the vegetables and threw them across the floor. Here's the part that I thought was hilarious. His father looked at him and said, "Now, Johnny, you know what you did wasn't right. Son, I'm going to have to severely punish you. I think you need a timeout." Ladies and gentlemen, I was born in New York, but raised in Dothan, Alabama, by Southern conservative parents. When I was a kid, we didn't get a timeout, we got a knockout. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? When I was a kid, a timeout was the time it took you to wake up after the knockout. Kids don't know about that nowadays, man. We used to get whoopings. It was crazy. And the thing about this, my parents would send us out for the switch, and I know y'all know what the switch is, right? And it was crazy because, see, my mother would send us out to get our switch to whip our own butt. The original terrorist was my mother. And you'd come back in with a switch that big, she'd get mad, come back, beat you with the whole tree. She was crazy, right? And I would say, my mother, very religious woman, very, very religious woman. And my mother's cool. She says, like, "You know, son, I'm afraid it's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me." I said, "Don't you mean the other way around?" "No, ain't nobody whipping my butt." And my mother, we didn't get, like kids now, they didn't get, "Oh, don't do that again, Johnny, you go away." My mother would give us what was called rhythm whoopings. She would preach and beat us at the same time. Every couple of words would mean a lick, right? My mother would be like, "Didn't I tell ya not to do that again? The devil's in ya. Come out, Satan. Come out, Satan." And I would fart. And my mother would be like, "What was that?" "That was Satan, Mama. You can stop beating me now." Every now and then, because I work on the cruise ships, I like to take my grandson and I bring him out in case, I'll let you know because I got other shows, so I want to get this out of the way right now. I'm 61 years old. I have a grandson, 17 years old, nice kid. But he's changed. And for those of y'all that have kids, particularly grandkids, you ever notice when you're not around them a long time and you miss them for like a couple of weeks or something, how suddenly things change? When Makai was a little kid, he'd call me up. "Pop, I love you. I love you so much. Can I have some money? I want to go out." And I'm like, "Oh, here you go, Makai. You're so good. I love you, Pop." This went on for many years. Then at around age 13, I went away for like a month. And I would call him on the phone. Like before I left, I'd say, "Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Hi, Makai. It's Pop. Just want to let you know I'm going away. I'll be on a cruise ship. I'm going to Europe. I'll be away for a month." "Oh, yeah. Oh, great, Pop. Got some money?" "No problem, son. I got you hooked up. You're all great. Everything's great. You take care. I love you." "Love you too, Pop." And he leave. A month later, I came back, and I learned something. Somewhere between 13 and 14, their voices change. Have you been through this? I came back off the trip. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Yeah, may I speak to Stephanie, please? Who is this? It's her father. Oh, hi, Pop. How are you? Is this Makai? I'm doing fine. How are you? By the way, I need some money. Now I give him money more out of fear than love, right? I used to bring him on the cruise ships with me all the time, but at the beginning, he didn't appreciate it. It's like some of these kids now. They don't appreciate the fact they're on a cruise, man. You kids don't, the kids in it, y'all don't get it, right? Because the fact of the matter is, you're on a cruise. When I was a kid, we didn't go on cruises. When I was a kid, a cruise was sitting in the back of a 1965 station wagon with no air conditioning, with two very ticked off parents, right? And you know what it was like, because you be in the back. Kids got the computers and all this stuff to play with. We had each other, some cards, and maybe an Etch-a-Sketch that we fought over, right? And we be in the car acting up, right? We'd be like, having fun. And my parents would always, like my father be driving, he's all mad, right? And my mother's sitting there, she's like, boy, don't make me turn around. And you be thinking, mom, boy, don't make me. And the thing about this I love about mothers, you guys are special. Because a lot of times y'all didn't have to hit us. All it took was that look. Boy, don't make me turn around. Boy. And we didn't get it, right? Sometimes we just did not get it, right? Because there's another thing that happens. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, especially with mothers. Once a woman has a baby, her hands becomes very fast. John Wayne has nothing on the speed in which a mother's hands can move. And we learned that the hard way because my father be driving, right? We be acting up. My mother say, boy, let me tell you. And my brother be right next to me, right? And everything be fine, right? And all of a sudden, my mother say, boy, there, got it. And all of a sudden, my brother's head go, pow. His eye would swell up, nose be bleeding, lips done got twice as big, and my mother never moved. We be looking at my father like, Dad, can you help us out? Hey, boy, I've been slapped before. I ain't taking no chances. No, you can. It's funny because when I talk about getting a whooping, a lot of these kids, you watch the look, I guarantee there's kids next to them. When I said that, they all said exactly the same thing. They can't touch us. No, they can't touch us. This is like 2017, man. They can't touch me. I got a lawyer. No, you have a lawyer? No, I don't have one here. You want his card? Here, take it. The guy's very good. Don't worry about a thing. You're going to find out while we're out here cruising around, having a good time. One of the things that's going to happen is you're going to go to Mexico, and we're going to some of these beaches. How many people have a round of applause like the beach? I want to let you know I love the beach. I am at the beach all the time. I know what a lot of you are asking right now. Why? There are no shaded areas, no basketball courts, no. I go to the beach to watch white people tan. That's what I like to do. Yes. Yeah. Whether y'all know it or not, that is entertainment for black folks. You know that right now. We see you out there sizzling like bacon. We love it. I see white folks on the beach. I want to get a big spatula, walk down the beach and go, okay, you're done. Okay, you're done. Okay, you're done. Okay, you're done. Okay. What I really enjoy is watching white ladies tan, because y'all tan, y'all will talk to each other like y'all doing something, right? Y'all be like, oh, girl, look at me. I'm so dark. Look at me. Capitone tan. Oh, my God, I'm so dark. Oh, my God. Ladies, I don't care how dark you get. I will screw your day up. I promise you, right? You'll be telling your friends, oh, girl, I'm so dark. I'm the brother that walks up and says, not yet. Remember, ladies, this is what this is what you want. What can I tell you, right? I'm only at it for a few minutes. I just want to come out and get to check y'all out a little bit and have a little chance to talk to y'all. But I got two things. One thing I particularly really like to do, and I hope you guys will join me on this. As I walk around the ship, I want y'all to come up to me and tell me the best joke you know. Yes, don't worry about it. Clean, dirty, and different. You tell me the best joke you know. Because what I usually do is I come back and I always end my shows by telling one of the jokes that somebody told me. And the fact of the matter is they're pretty good. And to give you a perfect example, I was on the Norwegian Sky a couple weeks ago, and a guy actually told me this joke, and I thought it was great. So I want to give you an idea. Don't feel shy wherever I am. Walk up to me, tell me the joke. I promise you, when I have my next two shows, we will talk about it. We will have a good time. And I promise you, I'll probably tell it better than you did. So, There's this guy and this woman. They've been married a long time, 19 years. Great marriage, never had a problem except one thing. The wife would always say the same thing to the husband. You're lucky to have me. 19 years I've been with you, and you're lucky. I could have gone with other men. You're lucky to have me. Well, 19 years he put up that, never said a word to his wife, always took it. Never said a word. Well, finally, the 20th anniversary is coming up, and the husband says, you know what? Hey, look, I'm a number one. I mean, I love her to death. I want to make sure she knows how much I love her. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take her to that club. She's been dying to go to that special club. I'm taking her there. It's going to be great. So he goes, yo, baby, get your clothes on. 20th anniversary. Get your best stuff on. We're going to that club. Well, they get in the car. They get in their clothes. They're dressed in their finest clothes. They get to the club, and it's valet service. They open the door. Wife gets out, walks in. As they walk in, they happen to notice this beautiful white Mercedes that's in park. It's the most beautiful car they ever seen. They say, oh, my goodness. So they walk inside, and they get inside, and they sit down. And as they sit down, they notice the place is beautiful. Bottle service. I mean, the swankiest people around. And in the middle of the floor is this one guy, and he's dancing away. This guy was good looking, ladies. This man was, think of the best looking man you ever seen. This guy was 5 times better looking than any man you ever seen. This guy was great. He had bling on. He had money. Every woman wanted to be with him. Every man wanted to be him. He's taking his money. He's paying for all the drinks. Well, about this time, the waitress walks up and says, would like to take your drink order? Before they do, the husband says, wait a minute. Says, yes, but one thing. In front of the club was this white Mercedes, very beautiful car. Who's that car belong to? Well, it belongs to that gentleman right there. Well, upon hearing that, the wife says, you're lucky to have me. 20 years ago, that man asked me to marry him, and I chose to stay with you. Without missing a beat, the husband looked at her and said, yeah, and apparently he's still celebrating. You guys had a lot of fun. I hope to see you during the week. My name is Eddie Clark. We'll talk again. Good night, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the hilarious Eddie Clark.